Hello, everybody. My name's Hi, I know my name. My name's Guillermo Lopez. Sometimes I say Fresno Guillermo. Sometimes I say Guillermo Lopez. Sometimes I even say hello. This is Guillermo Lopez with the evening news. I'm Guillermo. How's everybody doing? Yes, my Christmas tree is still up. So what? I got kids. They like it up. No big deal. It's a fake one, anyways. All right. A few of you have pardon me exactly for my appearance today. I have a little bit of bedhead. When I was 17, 20 years ago, I thought bedhead was meant something different. Turns out it does not. Most certainly does not. All right, so one of you were asking me how I did overall regular season to finish things out, what my win percentage was. Well, let's pull up some handy dandy high production value charts. Remember this guy right here? Okay, this is covering weeks 4 through 12. I had a 637 win percentage, which was rounded up, I believe, at the time. I also told you that coaches, historic coaches, their win percentage overall: Bill Parcells 570, Mike Tomlin 632, Joe Gibbs 621, Bill Walsh 609. Come on, Bill. Come on, Bill. They get it up there, huh? Not too impressed. Anyways, that's all I did weeks 4 through 12. And you look at my chart over here. All right. Week 4 through 12, yes, that's where we left off. Week 13, 9 and 7, not too shabby, not too bad. Week 14, 14 and 2, nice punch. 9 and 7, 9 and 7. Finished out the season at 12 and 4. Finished it out pretty strong. Overall, I won 133 games and I lost 76 games. Overall, not too bad. So, doing the math, calculating everything out, my win percentage for the season finished up being 636. So I pretty much floated around since week 12, pretty much been in the same accurate manner all year long. Nearly 2/3 of my games I have won. Nearly 2/3. Pretty decent, not too bad. You're not impressed. Let me see what your picks look like. Okay, cool. So that's all the charts I made at Kinko's. They took a little while to get everything done up, so that's the best I could come up with. All right, I have a little bit of a sniffle, pardon me. My wife says I'm sneezing, pardon me. I'm overweight and asthmatic. Okay, so first matchup of today is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs at the Indianapolis Colts. I could really see, I could make a strong case for the team in this game. You have the Chiefs. Chiefs have been playing pretty good. Did I say Kansas City Chiefs the first time? Sometimes I misspeak and say things a little weird, and it's like one little thing off, and I can't like mess with the whole video because it's just one little thing off. Anyways, Kansas City Chiefs, great year, phenomenal year, tough defense. They rested a lot of their players to get them healthy for this game in Week 17 versus the Chargers, and their backups were able to take the Chargers to overtime to the limit. Probably should have won that game. Overall, pretty good season. Andy Reid has done a good job. Alex Smith, the manager. I really don't like Alex Smith. I would not be happy if he was my quarterback. Jamal Charles has gone off crazy ever since Dwayne Bowe got busted for pot. He's been doing pretty good. You look at the Indianapolis Colts on the other side. The Colts, gone through their ups and highs, their downs or lows this season. Started off really well, came out of the gate pretty strong. Had Reggie Wayne go down to injury, lost themselves for a little bit, had to do a lot of second half scrambling. Now they look a little dominant. They look like they found their way. They look pretty good. They look pretty legit. They actually beat the Kansas City Chiefs a couple weeks ago, housed them. So what happens now? Going to Indianapolis. Well, I think it's going to be a tough game. I really think it's going to be a good, nice, fun playoff game to watch. Exciting, not a blowout. I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts to win at home. Like I said, I could see it going either way, but I just believe that at home, the Colts in the dome, Andrew Luck, he's not done showing people all the growth and development that he's gone through so far. I think that he's really legit, and my pick is the Colts in that game. Tonight's game, if you're watching this on Saturday, if you're watching this on Sunday, last night's game is going to be the Saints at the Eagles. This is a tough one to pick for me. Really evenly matched, should be fun. Good Saturday night game. Go out to a bar, get some hot wings, watch some touchdowns, watch some big time passing going back and forth. The Saints, their season started off great, played really well, rebounded totally from the whole debacle, not having their coach Sean Payton all year long. Hit a little bit of a rough patch down the stretch here, lost a few games they probably should have won. cost them a home playoff seed, cost them number 2 seed, cost them the division, and now they're on the road to Philadelphia. Philadelphia, a team that has been playing very well of late. Started off pretty hot that first game in the season. Everybody was like, whoa! And then they kind of lost their way a little bit, lost some games. People were saying Chip Kelly should be fired. Saw jokes about him and, oh, the Oregon offense doesn't work in the NFL. Mike Vick goes down. Insert Nick Foles, understands the offense, runs the offense very well. He's had 25 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions for the season. I believe those numbers are accurate. So he's done very well for himself this season. Philadelphia has been tough at home down the stretch after they lost their first 4 or 5 games there this year. And I'm going to pick the Eagles in this one. I think that even though the Saints, I wish the Saints had done better in the postseason. But I think Philadelphia at home has been very tough. Now, granted, Saints defense is a little bit better than the Eagles defense. Eagles defense gives up a lot of big plays. Like I said, it should be a shootout. But I'm going to go with the Eagles. They've won a lot of tough games here down the stretch. And I just think they have a little bit more momentum on their side than the Saints do. Sunday's games. First game in the morning, San Diego Chargers, the Cincinnati Bengals. Not really. I mean, here's the thing with the Chargers. You look at them, and yes, Phillip Rivers has had a much better season. And you look at they were able to sneak in the playoffs. Sneak in, barely. Last game of the season. Overall, what do you have? You have an 8-8 team. Up and down team, average team. Not that great a defense. Offense comes and goes. Offense could be very lethal, but at the same time, they're a little bit plodding. They're a little bit slow down the field. Not a lot of big plays, a lot of underneath passes, a lot of little sneaky stuff to Woodhead. Ryan Matthews, Fresno State product, has been running the ball a lot better. Keenan Allen on the outside is a tremendous candidate for Rookie of the Year. Phillip Rivers has his back his gunslinging ways, cut down on the fumbles, cut down on the interceptions. But Cincinnati Bengals have been a team that has been surprising me all year long, even with shaky quarterback play from Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton, I don't think, has been very consistent all year long. He has a tremendous amount of weapons. They have 2 great running backs. Not great. I mean, Jarvis Green-Ellis is not great, but he's capable. He does what he's supposed to do. Giovanni Bernard has a chance to be great. That defense, though, that Cincinnati Bengal defense is tough. They've been winning games for them all year long. At home, hosting a playoff game. All this little mambo jumbo talking about Marvin Lewis saying about Mike McCoy's post-game speech. Bengals are the pick in this game. And rounding out the action, San Francisco 49ers at the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay struggling, rudderless down the stretch without their quarterback Aaron Rodgers. Floating around, getting into the playoffs with a barely 500 record. Though they were able to win the game at the last game of the season on the road in Chicago against their hated opponent and come out and make themselves a playoff team hosting first round of the playoffs. So Eddie Lacy has run really well for them. There's some things to like there. But overall, I think that San Francisco 49ers are just a better team. I think that they have a tougher defense. I think they're probably... I know that they can outcoach the Green Bay Packers. I don't think Kaepernick is going to run for a ton of yards, but I don't think he has to now that he has some of his receivers back. Crabtree's been playing well. The other guy, Jim Bob and Jerry Joe Lewis, have all been playing pretty well. So I think I'm going to roll with the 49ers in this game. Like I said, I just think they're the better team. All right, cool. So that's my picks. My picks are Colts, Eagles, Bengals, and 49ers. You can't get too cute in the playoffs. History has shown that home teams win games, even though they're lesser teams. Those are my picks. All right, thanks everybody for watching. Check out my son's picks. My son probably knows a little bit more of what's going on than I do. My name is Fresno Guillermo, also known as Guillermo Lopez, also known as that guy on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the playoffs. We'll see you next week, baby.